the search for beautiful ponds and gardens, I recently traveled to the Middle East. Dubai is known for its luxury, architecture, desert and also koi. Today I visit Haidar, who has invited me to show his new garden and koi pond.
Hi Ivo, welcome to Dubai. Finally, nice to have you here, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, it's a bit of a construction site still, but the fish are in, so that's the most important thing. The first reveal of my koi pond after I've rebuilt it, you've seen when I started sort of breaking everything down, and then I stopped posting. So this is going to be the first preview of the new pond.
Dr. Haidar is very experienced in building ponds in extreme weather conditions like here in Dubai. The old pond has made way for a new, larger and better pond that is also his show pond. I am impressed with both the pond and the koi.
So what I tried to do is over the last 6 years we've been building ponds and collecting experience on what is the right sort of setup for koi in this part of the world, which as you know is very, very different from Europe, very different from Japan. So there was a lot of learning on how to optimize that environment. So I took all that learning that we have developed over the last few years and created this pond. And I've really tried to blend the two things. You see a lot of professional koi ponds who function very, very well for high-end koi, fully equipped with the filtration, with everything that needs, but they don't look aesthetically pleasing. I wanted in my house, for my family, something that's really, really beautiful, yet it would still be a professional koi pond. It fulfills all the criteria and requirements for high-end koi fish. So basically that's what we've done.
Wherever you build a pond in the world, you always have different circumstances that you have to take into account. Groundwater, cold or extreme heat like here in Dubai. The most important elements of a good koi pond is size, a professional filter and basic knowledge of water quality.
Around 145,000 liter pond, built in with a filtration system from Oase, 3 Oase XL drums, full custom biomodules and a custom shower. Turning over approximately around 250,000 liters an hour.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So we've got the waterfall about to start working. The depth of the pond is about 145 cm. That allows big fish to basically function and run. Obviously, we've just introduced the fish to the pond just last night, so the water is a little bit murky and there's still some work going around. But obviously, over the next few days, it will completely change. What remains from my old pond is that waterfall. That waterfall was actually part of the old pond, and that is the remaining feature in the new pond.
That's so cool.
So let's take you around. So we tried to blend in obviously a lot of the natural rocks. We had to choose rocks that are very, very smooth. They would not damage the fish. We positioned them in the top part of the pond so that basically you get the aesthetic finish of the rock, but in the same time you're kind of not harming the koi in any way. Below water level, obviously full smooth clean fiberglass, and then basically that's it. And then we've created that sunken seating area for us to be able to sit down and enjoy, and then sort of the decking where there will be a tea house, a full Japanese tea house eventually before summer, so that it's air conditioned. We can still enjoy it during summer. And yeah, let me take you around to the filtration rooms. So this is the first filtration room, which is the original filtration room. We made it a little bigger. We put the 2 XL Oase drums with a single biomodule on each drum, 2 pumps on each line, and then 2 skimmer lines as well. So these are your skimmer lines. So we're blending it completely within the rockwork and within the plant. So this is your first skimmer line, kind of covering that area. Second skimmer line covering this area. Each skimmer line around 25,000 liters per hour turnover just through the skimmer line and the UV. And then this is the seating area here. So we obviously tried to make maximum use of space. So actually under this seating area is a full-fledged moving bed reactor. So you've got a biomodule starting from here all the way to here, a second one here, and then this last chamber there is basically for oyster shell to keep the pH balance. And then this is the second filtration area. So we've got 21 bottom drains. Each 7 bottom drains lead to a drum, and then a custom biomodule after the drum here. And then this is actually going to be full shower, double height, double width, and then that sort of pumps it into the waterfall and back into the pond. We brought the love of koi to the Middle East, I believe, and I think this is the first time where you see professional koi keeping in this part of the world. We really try to educate people. I think a lot of people try to build beautiful things, but then they don't function. So above ground looks nice, but then the water goes green, the brown, smelly, fish die. So we try to educate people on how to build correctly. We brought into this part of the world the right equipment, the right tools that you need. A lot of it wasn't actually available here. And we're just educating people about the love of koi. And we, this collection of koi is one of the best in the region. So we really educate people about high-end koi. Why are they what they are? Who are the top breeders? What are the bloodlines? And basically all of those bits and pieces.
Great.
The Great Desert is only a 10-minute drive away. The heat isn't the only challenge koi and garden enthusiasts have here. Haidar explains.
This whole area originated as desert, obviously, and then urbanization takes over. So this actual house 15 years ago was desert. So this area recently kind of got built over the last sort of 15 years. And temperature is very, very high, obviously. Sunlight is very, very strong. So how to keep the water always clear, how to keep it algae-free, how to keep it cool enough to sort of, the Japanese breeders initially thought, no way, the fish will not survive over there. They will all die. They're all loose benny. You will have just some shiromujis swimming, and we're doing some amazing growth. We're maintaining the colors, we're maintaining the body structure of the fish. So obviously this has been through a lot of learning over the last few years, but it's been a very, very rewarding journey for us. And I believe over the last few years we've managed to fine-tune the setups and the koi pond design and the filtration system design, cooling system design to reach optimal koi keeping standards.
Cooling the pond is very important to keep the fish healthy during the very hot summer months. We also saw this in last week's video. Haven't seen it yet? At the end of this video you will find a link to this pond. Fortunately, not every pond needs a cooling system. There are some exceptions.
3 months of summer, sort of around mid-June till about mid-September, we always cool. And not every pond needs to be cooled actually. So the water will reach here in summer up to about 35, 36 degrees. We have a lot of koi ponds that are not cooled, and the fish do absolutely fine. But large fish and high-end fish suffer a little bit. Large fish obviously need more oxygen. As you know, oxygen carrying capacity drops with increase in temperature. So above 30, the water becomes really poor in oxygen, and you really need to sort of pump air through it like crazy all the time. And then larger fish would still suffer, and then you will have some deterioration in the benny.
Yes.
So, and for people
benny,
who are not keeping the benny is the red color, the red color in the koi.
Yeah.
So for people who are not keeping high-end koi, that's fine, and they keep medium and small koi. We have sort of more than 70-80 koi ponds that we built over the last few years, and they're all fine, even the ones without chilling. But where we keep high-end koi, we chill them. So in here I've got 2 chillers to make sure that this temperature stays actually sort of down. We insulate the walls as well fully, so we make sure that we obviously keep the right temperature and retain the right temperature in these 3 months. But once you cross mid-September, then your temperature drops below 30, so you go down to 28, 27. Now it's about 24. So and then it will keep dropping in the winter. Sort of it reaches. I've had it as low as 14. But usually maybe 17, 16 is the lowest it goes in the winter. So it's a lovely kind of cycle. The fish get their little bit break sort of in the winter. Not as much as Japan, obviously, but some sort of break. And actually what I did last winter is when it reached the lowest point around 16, 17, I switched on the chiller and I just tried to get it 1-2 degrees down just to give them like even a cooler period with less food for about 2 weeks, and then sort of switch it back off and then allow it to go back up. So we try as much as possible to mimic their natural environment, but they do very, very well in the heat with no problems. Growth rates are phenomenal. I mean, they grow like anything, they eat a lot, but they do really, really well.
Haidar owns one of the most valuable koi collection in the Middle East. With due pride, he shows some of his prize winners.
So yeah, we can talk about the fish.
Yeah, lovely.
Well, this is one of my most famous fish. Obviously, she's an S legend, the direct daughter of S legend, Tancho from Sakai. She's now about 86 cm. Again, they don't look it in that pond, but we've measured them just recently. So she's one of my most lovely fish, a very kind of unique specimen. That Tancho Kujaku there as well, it's a Marase Tancho Kujaku. She's about 79 cm. I've not seen in Japan even a Tancho Kujaku of that size, so we took it over the last 2.5 years from 59 cm to about 79 now. And as you know, Tancho Kujaku, the bloodlines are usually sort of, they don't grow as much. That's actually a Sakai Showa. As you know, Sakai recently started to experiment with Showa. So that's from his bluebird bloodline. And she came again about less than a year ago at 57 cm. She's about 74, 75 now. Momotaro. That Shisui actually is the winner in All Japan Koi Show. She won in 60 Bu first prize.
Do you know what year?
In 2019.
I will probably have the original footage. I will put it in the video. I will put it in the video.
Absolutely. Another All Japan winner is that Beko over there. They're trying to drink fresh water. We're still filling the pond. So that Beko was also first prize winner in 55 Bu in also 2019.
Wow. I will dive into my in my archives.
I should have the original footage, so I'll send you some of those. So that's a Shisui winner. Absolutely.
And we almost forgot, but we have the window over there.
Now, finally. One of my older kahakus actually. Hey, I think they're onto something, you know.
That is amazing.
So yeah, you could actually see them from the side now.
Okay, Haidar, thank you so much for your hospitality. We've agreed to come back very soon and see some of the other projects that you have filmed before or you built before.
Sure.
You have done a very good job. And if you are living here in this area and you are considering building a koi pond, let me know, or just go to Koi Waterbond Dubai and send them a message to reach out to him.
We welcome people here all the time. Actually, a lot of people want to, you know, they need to see it before they need to touch it before they go. And this pond's been, or the previous pond has been really great. A lot of people, the moment they see it, they say, yeah, that's what I want, and then boom, it's done. You know, so the team's doing a phenomenal job on the ground, building ponds, educating people about koi. That's what we enjoy doing.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thank you.